What's going on, guys? The Official Mole here, and today I just wanted to go over with you guys a little bit of the offensive scheme that I've been running playing Madden 21, specifically ranked head-to-head. Currently, I am around 75 to 80 on the Xbox One leaderboards. I've had a lot of fun grinding the leaderboard. Kind of brings me back to my old Madden 25 days before I started with EA around 6 years ago. So this year, back on the ranked leaderboards, trying to grind, been streaming a lot lately. So I've been running this offensive scheme with the San Francisco 49ers. Just wanted to give you guys a high-level overview of what I'm doing and show you all the adjustments I'm making. So the first thing that I do for every game that I enter is I go straight to my formations and I set my audibles. I'm going to go through each formation briefly, show you which audibles I pick, and then show you the personnel changes that I make so that it all kind of works together. So the first formation I go to is single back bunch. I go in and I add quick pitch. I already have inside zone split, and then I go ahead and I add counter Y. So that gives me a pitch to the right, an inside handoff, and a counter to the left, and then a PA boot slide that I'll slip in once people start moving their defense over to cover the bunch side, and I boot the other way. So that's the first formation I go to. The next formation I go to is strong close, one of my favorite formations all time in Madden. Used to use it all the time back in Madden 10, Madden 11. What I do here is same sort of concept. I have an inside run with the halfback dive. I set quick toss as my outside run play, and then I have mesh, and then I already keep PA deep cross. PA deep cross is actually one of my go-to starter plays in this playbook. I am using the Las Vegas Raiders playbook for this one. I also go to empty base flex. I add middle high low, which is one of my favorite plays. Strong curl, Y corner, and then I'll leave wide receiver screen. I usually don't call it. And then usually if I get enough time before my first play, I'll go in and I'll set halfback stretch in I form close, I form H slot, and then I form slot close. So now I have inside handoff stretch and I form slot close. Same thing with I form H slot, 95 mic inside handoff, stretch alert bubble, and then I form close. You have a halfback stretch and then an inside run with halfback lead dive. So now that all my audibles are set, the next thing I do when I make adjustments is I go into empty base flex and I use one of the new features for Madden 21, which is being able to audible to different formations based on your personnel grouping. So what I do here is I go into my substitutions menu, and with the 49ers, they have a fullback, a really good fullback in Juszczyk. And he's really useful in this scheme simply because I can audible to the I form close formation. So what I do here is I put in Juszczyk for George Kittle, and then I'll place George Kittle in for Trent Taylor in the slot spot on the right. So this puts my empty base flex, which was originally a 13 personnel, 1 tight end, 1 running back, 3 wide receivers, and is now in a 22 personnel, or excuse me, what am I trying to say? 21 personnel, 21 personnel, 2 running backs, 1 tight end. So I do that in gun empty base, and then I also do it in single back bunch. I do the same concept. I'll put Juszczyk in for Kittle, and I'll put Kittle in at this spot, right? So now I got same personnel set in single back bunch, same personnel set in gun empty base flex, and now what I'll do is I'll come out in empty base flex, and what a lot of people I play do is they see that I'm in a 21 personnel, right? So they'll say, okay, he's got 2 running backs, he's got a tight end, 2 wide receivers. Let's come out, 3-4 under here, right? And they'll come out in maybe cover 2. We'll just, for now, we'll do cover 3 sky, right? So they'll see the formation, they'll come out in something like this. And what this allows me to do is this allows me to go, and in cover 3, I set in my quick outs, right? I have quick outs right here, so it allows me to snap, throw, and I give myself 7 to 8 yards every single play, as long as they're sitting in cover 3, right? I apologize, I don't have 2 controllers, so I'm going to show you guys one more time. We'll go the other way. So that's my cover 3 beater when I come out in the 5 wide. Now, a lot of times what guys will do is they'll say, okay, he's an empty base flex, so we're going to come out in empty base flex again. They're not going to even look at the personnel. They're just going to say, oh, he's an empty, so we're going to come out in nickel. We'll do 3-3-5 wide, and we'll do, for now, we'll do, cover 2 man, which is a pretty hot defense by competitors. Now, I'm not making any major adjustments on defense. Obviously, the people you play will adjust. The point of this is to show you guys what I'm able to do with the offensive formations that I have and the adjustments that I've made. So I'm in empty base. I can see he's in a pretty pass favorable defense. or excuse me, a pass defense for him. Like, he's going to be able to make plays. So what I'll do here is I'll say, okay, I can now go from empty base to all these different I forms, I form Y off, I form H slot, I form close, and now I can go down to strong close. So because I have use check in at fullback, Kittle in at tight end, now I'm able to run. Now I'm able to run toss because I was able to have the personnel on the field. So this is what I'm doing. I'm making sure that my opponent comes out in a formation that's favorable for me to audible down to one of these run-heavy sets. And it's so useful with a team like the 49ers because they have a fullback. Now, if you don't have a fullback, you won't be able to do this. So a team like Tampa Bay, which I would love to do this more with, they don't have a true fullback on their roster. So even if O.J. Howard is in at who's a tight end, is in at fullback, he's still considered a tight end. So you're not going to be able to go from empty base to I form. You'll be able to go to like single back wing flex close or single back deuce close. Anything with a 12 personnel, one running back, two tight ends. You're not going to be able to go to a two running back, one tight end set. So this is a little bit of what I do. Again, it's really convenient with a team like the Ford. Any team with a fullback, I think, is going to be really useful. You could do it with a second halfback, but for me, who runs more of a power running scheme, I love having Juszczyk in to lead block and help block up the field. He's also pretty quick. And then with strong close, I love running PA deep cross. And with Kittle having hot route abilities, I'm able to have dual crossers going crisscrossing each other. And then I'll swing Juszczyk out on a little out route. So now when I run the play, I have like a little check down out of the backfield with Juszczyk. And if they're in a cover 2 or cover 3, I wait for the crossing routes to develop, and then I'm able to throw it downfield. So, hope you guys liked that little video. Nothing crazy, real quick. Just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what I do. You can use it with any team with a true fullback. If you want to substitute a second halfback in, you can do that as well. You might take a risk in blocking, but it's worth a try. If you didn't know about that feature, now you do. Hopefully you give it a shot. Let me know how successful you are with it, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Take it easy.